and the Seattle Seahawks.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're underway from Seattle. Returnable from the 2. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Again for the first time to Rashad White. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is...
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. Joke with my wife because it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give my... Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? So I better hold on.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And away we go from Lumen Field. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Drive starts with a carry by White. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's White again. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Walker on first down. And gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, Llzaire headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Here's a quick throw to the left. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pull off the conversion.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10. It's a give to White. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Darnold. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Working now from the gun. Near the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Working quickly here.
That's good for Broncos. First down. A gain of 11 on the play.
On 1st down, it's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call. The receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Going on 1st. Here's Darnold. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a 29-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10. Darnold finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
From the gun, a run for White. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Now an inside give to Walker. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go, set.
Darnold. Force that to his right. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Running it again with Dobbins. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight was giving them a chance to stall things out. And 3rd and short.
A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit and get a second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Man in motion here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has him right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for our Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Motioning the tight end now. Nix with it on first. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. He's out of bounds on the final play of our opening quarter. We're to the end of 1. Our score, 14-0. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're advancing it well as they face second down. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they offer the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Completed to his running back. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
He's going to try to throw for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. It's Nix out of the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in the coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
A 5-yard pickup
mix on third down. Complete beyond the marker. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Broncos first down. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Dobbins on first and goal. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos make it a one-score game in the first half. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Making some progress here. And it ends there, but a very short field awaiting them. He's out on the opposing side of the field.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something that teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, or maybe even that much more, these super athletes who can electrify in returns and turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game.
First and 10, Darnold gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, that's the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one hits for 30. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the pistol, give here to Walker. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. The pistol snap, Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of gun, here's Darnold. Pulled in by his back, right. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Darnold. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 13-point lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Man in motion out of the slot. They send a man in motion. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Broncos. 1st down.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense to the line fast.
It's 2nd and inches.
Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Nick's trying to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Middle.
Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To the right, yeah. 8, motion.
2nd down, give to Harvey. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
It's a 3rd down, give to Harvey. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
So
a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Denver.
Nix from the gun. Chased out to his right. This is Sutton working the right side. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Now Nix. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. to the air on 3rd and long. It's his running back. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
It's 4th down.
Going for it with Harvey. And this isn't going anywhere good. He's caught well behind that line of scrimmage, and they're going to be sent off after the turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Completed over the middle. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Darnold looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
And again, it's Darnold. Complete to Walker on the check down. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. It's a gain of 4 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
1st and 10 from the 32. Working now from the gun. That's low and bounces short of his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. He's going to throw it again. Escapes out to the left. And the defender comes away with it. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. His progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. In motion right is Mims. He's back to throw. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Mims on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10.
Motion, motion. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Away, away, away. Oh, captain, 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 captain.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18.
Oh, my second.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 37 on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
Every one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Bombers, bombers, bombers. Hey, motion, motion.
Nix with it on first. Cut out left. He's still going at the 30. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a gain of 22. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Captain, captain, captain. Hey, Sean, let's go. Show.
Throwing here, Nix. Buys time, rolling right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Away, almost set. Ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Away.
Again on second and 10, Nix. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
On third down, here's Nix. Completed to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Go. Away. Bombers.
Going on fourth, here's Nix. Flushed out of the pocket. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Throwing on first, here's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Second down.
Here's Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And they're finally able to send him out. Gave up a great gain, but surprisingly, not a first down. It's third down instead.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Has him on the quick hitter. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route, 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Running left, here's Walker. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. On the move, headed right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Ready.
Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Down the wide open downfield. Got it! Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Harvey now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. It's Nix out of the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. This is ahead for about 5. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Nix from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Forced out to his right. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Putting a receiver in motion. Slot man motioned over. Running left, it's Dobbins. And another small 4-yard chunk there. Oye Mafe bringing that play to a halt.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
He'll air it out on third. Hits his running back. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down. Goes to the hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
Going for the first with Dobbins. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be fourth and short.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Here we go on fourth. Nix. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Running on second with White. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Throwing the out route complete. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up fourth down.
A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Seahawks have the football, and they're in great shape with this sizable lead. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. Now Darnold, fourth down. And this one is launched downfield. And it is picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos take over on his 5th interception of the season. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
J.K. Dobbins, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Here's Nix to throw. Escapes the pocket. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, third and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
Intended
We see this all the time. The number one thing we see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Desperation time here on fourth. He connects downfield. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Broncos first down.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit. That brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Ready? Captain.
They'll throw again. Nix. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Working quickly here.
17 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 20.
Nix now on first and 10. Brought in by his back. Dobbins. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Nix to throw again. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Nakobe Dean. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks put up even more points in a win. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Broncos take over first and 10.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. Nix off the play action. Complete to Mims. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
RV once more. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 3.
to the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Bombers. Almost set. Hey! Captain.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
Almost set.
On the handoff, here's Harvey. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Throwing deep here for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. So 2nd down coming up. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Out of the gun, White. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. They're going to try to throw for it. That's caught. Here's Llroe. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Working quickly here.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Going on 1st. Here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Number 2. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos take over on his 5th interception of the season.
At their own 6-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Edwards. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Edwards getting it again here on 2nd. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Offense up to the line fast.
Yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Nick's on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks nearing their 6th win this season. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. I've heard this to the line.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 43-yard line.
We're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Red 80. Reset.
1st and 10. Darnold. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And again, it's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. Would have been a big hitter, just couldn't get possession inbounds.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. To the left, he's got Llroe. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. To throw, here's Darnold. Sends this to the end zone. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Sticking to the air here. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Llroe, the target on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
There he goes again. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. So several thousand